guys? It's John McNamara, host, running Vegas. We're talking local sports, business, real estate. My co-host, Mr.
Rodrigo, always happy to be here. And for everybody watching, listening, maybe just ran into this video by accident, please keep watching and leave us a comment, give us a like, subscribe to our channel. Let us know how we're doing.
Yes. Please like, share. And we got a special guest on today.
What's up, gentlemen?
Yes, sir. Thank you for being
Mr. Chris Torres.
Yep.
Business Development Community Access Lending.
That's
in the house today.
Super excited, guys. Let's run it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's run it.
Yeah, the vibes have been high ever since we've met.
Yeah.
It's nice to finally meet you in person,
Right.
but I know we've communicated a lot through social media.
Social media. Yeah. It's interesting how that works nowadays,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, for sure.
God bless the social media.
Yeah, different dynamic these days.
Oh yeah, it's different. We're all in it now. So
Yeah.
We
Oh,
are.
yeah.
We are.
Yeah.
We didn't think we were gonna be here, but we're here.
We're here.
It's
I
a
know.
new resume, that's for sure. So
Yeah, it really is.
Well, you do a great job of that. So,
Thank you.
So tell us a little about that. Talk about the cart talk, all the things that work for social media,
Okay.
and
where
how
do
you.
Yeah. How do you want me to begin? Where do you want me to start?
just where you get the ideas from.
Oh,
where
man,
you
all
get
right.
like I mean, to me, like social media posting, like I gotta build up the courage to hit the post and hit the send and
Yeah.
actually make it online. I was telling him, like, man, I have so much pictures and videos of stuff that I do want to post. It just
Yeah.
never makes it on. So maybe just share with us, like, hey, how you just go
Yeah,
by
what,
that.
what would be advice to like a Rodrigo or somebody out there who's trying to get it going here?
Right out the gate, just post. Right.
Yeah.
See what sticks. Throw it on the wall. See what sticks because you got to find your niche first and foremost. Right. Try everything you can to see what works, what gets the most engagement. And from there, kind of hone it in. But you got to post. You look at your phone, you got like 30,000 photos
Yeah.
and videos that you've done that you thought you were good. But then at night, you're like, oh, I don't like that. I look too fat. Or I'm not wearing the right thing. Or I'm doing this. You just post it. Just send it out.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I was one of those people. And I was like, I didn't want to do it. I waited so long to post. Let me lose 10 pounds. I've gained 40 since then. I'm okay.
You did the opposite.
Yeah, let me make sure my tan is right.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
man, like I don't look good today.
It happens, you know.
Yeah.
You just gotta post and don't be afraid to, and don't worry about what people think because someone's always gonna say something. Just post.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just post.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah, I think it's just picking one thing. Having a schedule. I know it's helped me.
Right.
It's like just having a schedule and make sure I do it every day. And if I start overthinking, I just do it.
Yep.
There's
Yeah.
like what to say or
Yep.
whatever. And I think like it seems like the best engagement I get is like the bloopers from when I do screw
Yeah.
up or whatever.
The
you
raw
know,
stuff.
so
Yeah, you can't be perfect, right?
Yeah,
you can't
for
be
sure.
perfect. Find it and then post at least. I say 2-3 times a week minimum, right? Of
Wow.
reels, but stories every day.
every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Let people know what you're doing. Talk about what you had for lunch. Anything if you're going to something just so they can get to know you on a personal level versus, hey, I got this listing or hey, I did 6 loans this month. Just
Yeah.
talk personal stuff.
Cool.
Not too personal, but you know.
That's super nice. Well, speaking about loans, I would like to know, like, well, first of all, where are you originally from, and how did you get into the mortgage industry?
Oh,
like,
man.
what led you there? What were you doing prior?
So prior to that, originally I'm from Orange County, California.
Okay.
Grew up out there. I went to middle school and high school out here in the 90s. I went back, and about 4 years ago, I decided to move back here to Las Vegas. Met my wife here in town. We were kids. So before I got into the mortgage industry, I was in construction sales. I did it for 20 years. Loved it. That brought me out of my shell. That helped me with sales. At the time, I was looking for a mortgage loan, so I reached out to Josh at Community Access Lending. I said, hey man, I need a mortgage loan. And he's like, what about becoming a loan officer working in the industry? I said, no, just give me a loan. I want to buy a house out here in SoCal. He got me pre-approved for a house out there for a pretty large loan amount, but the house was like 1,100 square feet.
Yeah.
And it was built in the 30s. It was tiny. I thought it was great. My wife's like, hey, it's cool, right? So long story short, he's like, you can buy triple that for half the price in Vegas. I'm good. I don't want it. I don't want to do it. So long story short, wife and I had our first child. Both of us were on the grind. We both worked every day on the road, 3 hours a day. Life got hard. Life was just like, we got home, we're both tired, the kid's in the car seat all day, something has to change. So she's like, we got to make a move. Like, what do you want to do? She's like, I think I want to go back home because she's from here.
Wow.
So I'm like, all right, I got to make a move. So I reached out to Josh. I'm like, all right, so what is this? What are you looking? Like, what do you need? And he's like, hey, so I got this role. I think you'd be perfect for it. So I took the role, and here I am today. So joined him. I joined him in September of 2020, and here we are. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's
Very
really cool.
exciting.
I feel like that's a lot of stories that we hear. Folks from California, they're going to purchase, and then they realize they can buy a house twice as big and live a twice. So how was that transition from California to Vegas? What are your thoughts? Do you like it here?
I absolutely love it. I love it. I live in Southern Highlands. Beautiful neighborhood. Great golf. I play a lot of golf. I will never go back. I will never go back. Yeah, I miss the food. The food is incredible in California. But Vegas has some really good spots. So people are sleeping on this town on that, but there's some really good stuff. Of course, I miss the weather, but I don't think I'll ever go back.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, wow. What's your handicap?
I am currently playing a 15.4. So not that great, but it's okay. So.
Yeah. He plays a little golf. I have no knowledge of golf.
37.4.
Very nice.
So.
I have no knowledge. I'm more of like a soccer player, tennis player.
Yeah.
I run a lot, but never really dived into golf. But that's one of our goals eventually.
Whenever you guys want to get out, let me know.
For sure.
Oh, let's do it. That'd be fun.
We'll have a lot of good times.
Our good buddy Joel over at our office, shout out to Joel. He was the one that made the introduction.
Oh, Martinez.
I believe so.
Yeah.
So I know you guys were swinging yesterday.
Yep. Shout out Joel.
So shout out Joel.
Wow.
So that's fantastic. And I do like kind of going back to what you said, like, hey, put your family first.
You got to.
Like, hey, that's important, especially when you're going through those times where like just keep grinding and grinding. But it's awesome that you put others first.
Yeah, because I mean, my poor kid, my first one, I'm telling you, he was in the car seat for 3 hours a day, right? And we'd come home with my wife. Every day, her commute was an hour and a half there and back. You know, an hour and a half there, an hour back. Mine was about 2 to 3 hours. We'd come home, the kid's stiff as a board. I'm like, well, what's for dinner, right? Like, what are we gonna cook? Well, let's just get some fast food. I'm too tired. I gotta go work in the morning. So that's the rat race in SoCal. It really is.
Yeah. For sure.
It's changed a lot, and that's why we're seeing so many folks move out here.
Yeah.
But that's great for you, especially with your business building up, because the majority of the buyers coming out here, they're from California, so I'm sure you got some good connections. I'm sure that's been helping your business.
It's helping us tremendously, and I can kind of help them talk about the relocation process as far as what to expect. But it's all positive. I mean, the only negative is the heat, but I'm used to it now.
No water nearby.
Right.
Stay in the shade.
Yeah,
stay in the shade.
Stay shady.
Keep it shady. So with that, like, what are some quick market predictions for next year? You think is going to go down next year?
Oh man, that's a really good question.
Just, I know, like, we're not going to hold you.
No.
I'll hold you accountable.
So I think the first quarter is going to be rough, right? But I think it will pick up towards the end of 25 for sure.
Okay.
100%. I think the demand is going to increase and rates, we're hoping they drop, but I think the first quarter is going to be a little rough.
Yeah. They jumped up. In the last like 2 weeks. So
it's been gnarly, right?
It's dangerous.
All the people saying the interest rates went down 2 weeks ago are like, oh man,
that's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. So just like that.
They don't have a realtor update, giving them market updates. Let me know.
Well, I think the cool thing too is like right now it's obviously really slow. We haven't seen this slow since like 2010. But I think there's a lot of buyers and sellers on the sidelines right now, and everybody's waiting because of the election that we see every 4 years. So I think after the holidays we're going to see a little of that push into Q1. Definitely spring looks pretty healthy, and I think they're a little bit higher too because we're going to election time as well. And once there's election, usually the rates come back down. So
it's true.
It'll be a fun year. So.
It will be good. I think it'll be good. But like I said, the first quarter, it might be a little rough, but we'll see.
Usually is, but
it usually is, right?
So when springtime happens, sun's coming back out, things get warmer.
Yeah.
We're hoping for the best.
Oh, for sure.
So
Awesome. So can you tell us more about like your projects? I see you post a lot with the Tropicana Golf Club.
Yes.
Tell me, so is that your own like golf club where you just get together with people?
Yeah, so a little bit about the Tropicana Club. So they reached out to me. They're from LA. They have over 700 members. I actually joined them before I moved out here, but I didn't get to play out there because I moved. I joined a couple other clubs in town. Started posting a lot of stuff online. They reached out and they said, hey, we're looking to open up Vegas in 23 or 22. you want to help? I said, absolutely, let's do it. So we started it. It's been fun. It is a social club. A lot of guys like to have fun. It's everybody just having a good time, connecting, networking, drinking, talking, whatever you want to talk, and having fun. We have high handicaps, lows, we have sticks, but everyone's just connecting, playing golf with friends. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's fun.
awesome.
Yeah. It's not too serious, but we do have tournaments, but it's just mostly just having fun, going out there, taking a little hang out, and
like
just
that.
doing your thing.
Yeah, get away from the business, family,
Yeah.
like chop it up.
It is SNGA, so we are backed by the Southern Nevada Golf Association, which is
wow.
cool. So there are handicaps and stuff like that. So
Okay.
that's a huge thing, especially with tournaments. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I do appreciate how, because it seems like you enjoy golf a lot.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you're creating these projects or these things around you, around the things that you actually enjoy.
Yep.
So it makes it really easy for you to partake and
Yep.
be the leader there and network and then also gain business. But
Yep.
then you're actually doing something that you enjoy.
Yep.
So I feel like that's what makes this business fun, right?
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
connecting the dots that way.
Yeah, we see a lot of folks like the connection with golf or whatever it is. It definitely helps. So curious, since you're a big golfer, like what are your top courses? What do you like to play?
Oh man! All right, so that's a loaded question. I'll tell you what. I love all the golf courses in town. Vegas golf to me is the best. There's nothing like it. Southern California golf is incredible, but there's just something different about Vegas golf. What I would say, one of my favorite courses in town is National. I love old-fashioned golf. It's got the tree lines, but I just played Bali High a couple days ago. Another really beautiful place. That's a resort-style golf, but I would say my top courses in town. Oh man, let's see. I love TPC Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Great place. Las Vegas National, obviously, and the Las Vegas Country Club is one of my.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
really, really nice. So.
I love those vintage homes in the country club.
Oh man, yeah, you can't beat those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
get
cool.
that strip,
It brings
right?
you back in time, right?
I want
Like,
to
you feel
live
like
there
you're in the
eventually.
70s
Yeah.
or
Oh yeah,
something.
that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean they're it's a blast from the past, is what it is, right?
Yeah,
so
for
it's
sure.
really, really cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's awesome. So what are your thoughts? I mean, there is a lot going on downtown now with the high rise and the buildings.
Yeah.
Have you heard about those luxury condos
Yeah.
coming up? Like,
I just heard that they've got 100 million in sales and it's not even built yet.
yeah.
Yeah, cello. Yeah,
Wow, dude. Like,
that's incredible.
That's wild to
Yeah.
think that. And it's like when I lived out here in the 90s. So in middle school, my dad had an upholstery shop on Main and Bonanza. So it's not too far from there.
Oh,
Back then, you weren't allowed to walk over there.
Yeah.
You know, you weren't. I was staying. No, you need to stay within this gate. Do not go out there. It's rough. Because I used to eat at the Main Street station all the time.
Okay.
And now I look back there and I see all these new places. I'm like,
yeah.
dude, it's amazing. It's
Yeah.
great. I think it's incredible. So,
Yeah,
especially for where it's at.
Yeah, it's gonna revamp that whole area,
Yeah.
so we're gonna see a lot of
Main
good
Street, it's
traffic.
just over the last 5-7 years, it's been really, really cool to see
Yeah.
it develop with the microbreweries
Yeah.
and the restaurants. It's
Yeah.
one of our favorite places because it's so different from Vegas. Like you feel like you're in a different town, you
Yep.
know. So it's a unique energy and
Good coffee too.
great
Oh,
coffee.
great coffee,
Yeah.
Yeah, I just went to Bungalows and it was incredible. It's right there on Charleston, and I forget if it's Commerce, but it's really good. It's
Oh.
really, really good.
Okay.
Okay, we
Keep
gotta check
in
that
mind.
out.
Oh, for sure.
We're all about our lattes.
Nice.
Almond milk lattes.
Almond milk.
I don't even know how to say it right.
So, what are you guys' thoughts on the development of downtown LA? I'm just curious because you guys been here for a while now. Like, what are you guys' thoughts?
Well, you want to go first?
Sure. Yeah, I'm impressed with it. I lived downtown for 2 years. I lived at the Ogden, so I'm a big fan of downtown.
Yeah.
So it's amazing how it's developing, especially Cello is a huge project because we haven't seen a high-rise project like this since, it's not as big, but City Center.
Yeah.
I think that scared the town a lot when City Center came, and then the 5 towers, and then, you know, the world went sideways. So it's cool to see, even though there's a lot of land around Vegas, like there's plenty, like we could probably double our size in the next 10, 20 years, whatever it is. We can still go out, at least north anyways, but it's cool to see it go up because
Yeah.
I love selling high rise. So I like that they're building this, and I think that's kind of the future, hopefully for Vegas. I do like the vertical living for sure.
Wow.
So
I like that.
yeah,
I'm a big fan of that. I'm originally from Lima, Peru in South America, and Yeah, most of my family lives in high-rise units, similar, where you enjoy the security, you enjoy the valet, the lobby, you got guests coming in, like the porter has to hit you up, hey, your guests are here, do you want me to send them up? So I do like that lifestyle. Yeah. So I do appreciate that. I do see myself eventually living somewhere on the Strip or maybe downtown in a high-rise.
Cool. Yeah, because at night when you walk in the street, you look up and you see all the lights.
It's
different,
so,
right?
Yeah. Especially, I think we're seeing like more minimalist too now, right? Especially after the pandemic.
Yep.
Yeah. So I know myself, it's nice. You don't need this big unit, and then you can go walk around town. You go to the restaurant, go to the bar. I think we saw a big shift because prior to the pandemic, I mean, there was so much inventory for high-rise downtown. When the pandemic hit, they all went, and it never came back.
Yeah,
that's wild.
So there was obviously some guy was smart to get cello going. They noticed it too. So to actually have a luxury down there, because there's not really a luxury tower down there, it's going to make a big difference. And the fact that they're going twice as much as anything else going down there is really impressive. And they're getting it quick, like you said.
Yeah.
100 million. So I believe it though, because even after, I'm like, I should have picked one up and flipped it.
Yeah. It's got them
they've already gone up a lot. So hey, it is what it is.
Man, and you start thinking about that. When I was a kid, like I said, my dad had a shop on Main Street in Bonanza, so it wasn't too far from there. And when I was a kid, I'm like, this place is a dump.
Yeah.
But I wish I would have known and picked some properties up when, back then it was like
some lots at least,
cheap.
like
Right
some
now,
dirt, some dirt, yeah.
Because it's booming and it's not going to stop.
Yeah.
I mean, I see it going more north. If you go down Main, if it goes more north, towards Cashman Field, you can start seeing more stuff there too.
For sure.
Yeah, there's. Yeah, if it could start moving, that will be interesting if it gets that far. But eventually, definitely will for sure. It's cool down there.
I love the boom. I think the boom is incredible. It's growing. Right? And it's all positive. Yeah. A lot of road work, but whatever. You got to deal with it. So.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing that's great about Vegas. I'm sure you appreciate from California is the infrastructure that is number one city in the nation. And it's as much as it's frustrating, I do appreciate it because like California, it's 30, 40 years behind. There's no way of them ever catching up. And they almost kind of like feels like they put in the white flag a little bit when it comes to infrastructure. Yeah. So that was one good thing about the city. They're always planning the next project. Coming from upstate New York where there was no development, nothing going on. Maybe one company moves there or something. I've always appreciated it. I mean, like, you probably don't go to the Strip a lot like we don't.
Right,
We may go down every 6 to 9 months, and I go down there, there's a new casino, there's a new arena, there's a new building. I'm like, where did that come from?
Yep, that's exactly right. That's what I said the other day. I saw, I forget, I didn't even know it was there. What is it called? It's right next to Resorts World. Anyways, I saw it. I'm like, oh, there's a new building. Okay, cool. Whatever.
That's there now.
Yeah.
I lost track. Yeah. I lost track. When family comes into town, I'm like, we want to go to the new casino. I'm like, bro, they're like 3 casinos ahead of where I left off. Man.
If we ever want to go to casino, my wife's like, hey, let's just go to the M. We live by the M.
Yeah. M's great.
Great food. It's quiet. We're there. We're in and out. So
I saw John Gruden at the M one day.
Oh, really?
I did. He's a lot bigger dude in person. I was like,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was walking through getting breakfast when he was the coach here, obviously. He probably doesn't live here anymore, but
I saw Chris Angel there.
Oh,
yeah. Just walking. Yeah.
Maybe he disappeared. They need to bring back the buffet at the end, though. That was my go-to spot, bro.
That was good.
The buffet, I think it was the seafood buffet, right?
That was really good.
Man.
They had Hash House there, remember?
Yeah.
The Hash House of Go-Go was there.
I liked Hash House.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah. So I do want to pick your brain a little bit more, going back into the social media things. So you have 2 things that really will always catch my attention. First is your 60-second market update.
Yep.
And then you have this cart talk where you bring other folks, bring other entrepreneurs, business owners, and then just a quick kind of interview as you're riding the golf course. There's obviously your mindset behind it was like the quickness.
Yep.
I think you were thinking like, hey, this is going to go on the social. I want to captivate views.
Yep.
So what was your your thought behind it? How did you come up with the idea? Has it been working out for you? And just give us kind of. I need to be motivated and enlightened so I can post more. So
all right, so I'll start with the card talk. So the card talk, obviously, I love golf. It's my everything. I love it so much. being in a cart with somebody when you're playing with a partner for 4 hours, you get to know them, right? But nobody wants to talk for 4 hours. Nobody wants a recap of your 4-hour conversation. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start just asking these rapid fire questions and see what it does. Instagram, the average user has a very low attention span. Like if they're not they don't like it in 10 seconds, next. So I'm like, let's make it quick. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to do these really rapid fire questions. Are you good with that? So I'll ask the questions, and I said, just answer it, and I'll cut it up, and I'll make it really quick. So it works, and that's actually how I got a lot of attention from a different golf club in town who reached out and says, hey, this is kind of cool. Who are you talking to? And I'll talk to whoever. Whoever wants to get in the car with me, let's do it. Yeah. So if you guys are in for it, let's run it.
Oh, we're doing it.
Yeah,
we're doing it.
He's riding in the back.
As long as I get a Corona Light.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
I'm pricey.
Yeah. There it is.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, you give him 3, he's sold for life.
Gone.
And that's the other thing with the market update. Same thing. I want to make it quick. That way you guys know what's going on. That goes out. So we do that for not only a buyer or someone looking to sell, it's for a real estate agent that wants to kind of share that with some buyers, right? It's another way for us to market what we do. And at the end, we do the call to action, right? Because at the end of the day, you want a call to action. You want the business.
Yeah.
So you got to ask for it. So that's why we throw that call to action at the end.
That's great.
That's awesome. I love. Yeah, I think we mentioned it. Like we love the little countdown at the top.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like you have to listen and like.
Yeah. And I try to do it, and in my head, I'm like, all right, I got 60 seconds. All right, what do I say? All right, let's talk about this. So, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, different from the pod. We always have our 30 minutes. We got the little countdown here, too.
Oh, that's
so we always
cool.
kind of like time it.
I see it.
But I love the 60 seconds. Him and I were talking about it. It is good because you see that you're like, oh, it's only 60 seconds. I can listen to 60 seconds. So I thought that was very clever.
Yeah, it's just another way. Like I said, it's like if an Instagram user is looking at it like, all right, this is only 60 seconds, I'll take a look at it.
Yeah.
Right?
I got 60 seconds to spare.
Right.
Like, why not? Like, for sure.
It works. It really does work, and it helps. Just post, man.
Well. So how do you like keep up the consistency? Do you have a schedule? Like everything's on schedule?
Yep. I like to post. I gotta post Tuesday. Every Tuesday I need to post something. I'll post Wednesdays and Thursdays. Fridays I typically don't post. And if I do, it's just like a little quick golf shot or something like that. But Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays is when I post.
Gotcha.
Saturdays, I don't post as much. I'm with the family. I'll do stories. But as far as reels go, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. My thing. Yeah.
Gotcha.
7 a.m.
Yeah. Sharp.
Oh, yeah?
7 a.m. Yeah, I post at 7 a.m. Everyone likes to post in the morning, which works. I found that I get more engagement in the morning before people head off to work.
That makes sense. Yeah, they're getting ready.
Yeah, because if you post at 9, everyone's in the office, right?
Yeah. Right.
You'd hope so.
Yeah. Usually everybody.
Not real estate agents.
Usually people are like clocking into work, they're using the toilet.
Yeah.
That 8 a.m. rush for sure.
Yeah.
So do you have any other strategies you could share with us that like you use to like engage with the audience?
For Instagram or like on social media?
Just in general with your videos, Instagram, social media, with Facebook.
So I love to engage. I'll comment. If people, that's the one thing. If someone likes your post or comments, make sure you reply right back. Make sure that builds up the algorithm that helps it push it, and they know that you're actually engaging with them. Because if you're, I've seen it where people just like posts or look at your stuff but never comment. You're like, hey, who's this, right?
Yeah, I'm guilty of that.
We all do it. We all do it, but you got to engage. The more you engage, I was told that if you engage, Instagram will reward you, right? Or you could just run paid ads, but I like to do it organically. Organically is the way I do it. So
just alone. Sorry, I was watching your 60-second video, and you just mentioned the Yankees Dodgers. So I'm like immediately like, I have to.
That upset a lot of people.
And you busted out the Yankee hat. So I'm like,
you made a prediction.
He's got to hear it.
Or was that your prediction?
No, okay. Well, let me say, I am a A-Rod fan, and I would travel with him wherever he went. So I loved A-Rod, and when he went to the Yankees, I was like, that's my dude. So
cool.
And I'm an anti-Dodger guy. What can I say?
You're from SoCal.
And I'm from SoCal. Everybody in my family is a Dodger fan. I just never liked them.
For sure.
I never liked them.
Were you torn up when him and Jennifer didn't work out? Or?
Devastated. We all saw that coming, right?
For sure. Yeah.
We all saw that coming. But yeah, no, I knew that was going to strike a chord. A buddy of mine's from New York. He's like, oh, I love this. I'm glad you posted. I'm like, cool. So yeah.
Awesome. Well,
Quick question for you before I forget. So I know you said like you comment when people comment on yours. Do you take time, or is it in your schedule to comment on other folks' Instagram?
Absolutely.
Or?
Yep.
Okay, because I know you do that with ours, and it made you stand out.
Yeah.
So is that in your schedule? How do you do, or do you just do it like when you're feeling it?
That's sporadically. I'll do it throughout the day. One cool trick you can do is you can turn on notifications for people's posts, and if let's just say, oh, so and so posted an open house. Oh, amazing! You want to make sure you post on them.
show some love.
I do it sporadically. There's no schedule, but I always engage.
Okay.
So always comment on other people's stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if you don't follow each other, if you want to get to know them, it's crazy how people meet online. That's how we met.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's how we met. So
Yeah.
that's
all
I say
online now.
comment.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but I do got to give you props because obviously, there's a lot of real estate agents, there's a lot of lenders, and
Yeah, I mean,
a lot
yeah.
of them follow you, unfollow you, whatever, go back and
We've
forth.
seen it, yeah.
But no, I was truly, genuinely engaged by your content and the repetitiveness of it, and
Thank you.
And the quality of it too. So
I
it's
appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I was like, it's a good connection.
Yeah, I love sharing tips, man. It's interesting. I'm new to it too. Everybody, I'm not a pro, but it works.
Yeah.
And we're in a climate now where this is the new move, right?
Yeah.
Before it was calling, shaking hands, which you still need to do.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
still got to do that, right? Because you can be a personality online and a dud in person. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we've
That's
seen
true.
that.
Yeah.
Right? So stick to your craft. Add this Instagram or whatever you need to post on as an additional arsenal in your tool belt, because you still got to shake hands, you still got to network, and you still got to let people know who you are.
Yeah.
And be yourself. Authenticity all day.
Authenticity.
Yeah.
Great advice.
All day. Don't. Yeah, because you've seen it, right? It's people go on and they're a cheerful person, and when you meet in person, like, dude, that guy's different, man. Bro, right? Like, who's that? So it's be who you are, be original, and the business will come.
For sure.
So, yeah.
That's great advice.
Good advice. Yeah, I think it's a great pillar for the business.
Yeah.
You're right. The handshaking, the phone calls, they still work, but
You got to do it.
you got to do both.
Yeah.
So it all works. So
I am curious. So do you focus on Instagram alone? Are you also on Facebook and TikTok? Like, what are your thoughts on the other platforms?
They work amazing. I am new to Facebook.
Okay.
Within the last year, but I do post everything onto Facebook. That works. I've gotten some stuff from there. TikTok is kind of a love-hate with me in that thing, but I post on it. So
Yeah.
yeah, but a lot of people are successful on it. So I would say do all three, all day long.
three.
do you YouTube as well?
Not yet. We do have some stuff, but I do want to get into it. And I'm kind of like you. I have like 4 YouTube videos that I have not posted out.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
but
Doing a Rodrigo.
yeah.
We're human.
we all do
human,
it, but
bro.
that's another one. Yeah. YouTube is big.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, that's how I did it. When I was looking at houses online, I went on YouTube and I saw some local agents, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. That's just how you do it." So,
Yeah.
Me being, do you speak Spanish?
I do.
Yeah, yeah. So my family, entire Hispanic, everything they do is YouTube. They don't even use
YouTube.
Google. Google. They like go to YouTube for anything that they need.
Yep.
So yeah, every day I hear it like, Rod, why are you not showing homes?
Yep.
Like, why are you not giving tours? Like, and in Spanish
Yeah.
too. I feel like the Hispanic community, they want the visual. They want like, oh, I talked to the guy in the video.
Yeah.
So they feel,
I'm gonna get a little old school on you here. When I was a kid, we had the encyclopedia. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
We had this massive bookshelf of them. I remember my dad bought it for us in the 90s. That's what YouTube is now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
That's what it is. And we used to look at it and everything, and now that's YouTube. So everyone's on it. So
Facilitate it.
yeah, it's a
for
different
sure.
world, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we got 2 minutes left. What do you like to do for fun? I know besides being in the business, networking with other agents, lenders, and playing golf, of course.
Yeah.
What is else? What is something else you do?
Taking the family to eat.
Oh,
I love
Yeah?
it. Yeah. Me and my kids and the wife, just going out to eat, whether it be a local spot or something nice. I just love taking them out.
Yeah.
Eating is to me is having a meal with somebody, especially with people that you love, is something very special for me.
Oh,
So,
for sure.
That's nice.
Whether it be pancakes, steaks, whatever, as long as you guys are sitting, no phones.
Yeah.
But I'm guilty of it sometimes, right?
yeah, it happens.
Or headphones, none of that.
Yeah.
Eat, enjoy the time, because you'll always remember meals that you had with people or conversations. That's my thing.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
like that.
Yeah.
Do you have a couple top places that you like to take the family, or is that top secret?
No. So typically we would go after church. The wife loves Cuban food, so Cubanidad is a spot.
Oh, cool.
Oh my God, love that place.
Fort Apache, right? Fort Apache.
No,
like
we go to the
28.
one on Eastern and Horizon.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you.
And it's amazing. The kids love it. I love it. Great atmosphere. Another one, we do breakfast at, what's it called? I forget the name of the restaurant. Oh, I'm going to lose it. Rise and Shine in Southern Highlands. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I think I've seen that. Yeah.
Really
Like
good.
the little where the Smiths. Or,
Yep, right in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
But yeah, eating with the family is my favorite thing to do. Wrestling with kids.
I'm resting, enjoying the family
Yep,
time.
yep.
That's
I got
awesome,
two
man.
boys, so they love to
Gotta
wrestle.
keep up.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, Chris, I want to thank you for being out. We're going to wrap this up. Thanks to the best co-host in business, Mr. Rodrigo. If you guys are looking for a loan or to play golf, Chris Torres, this is your man. This is John Mack with Run in Vegas. Take care of yourselves today.
Cheers.